Of course, this is a massive subject, so I think we should just dive into it. And what is, in your view, the clearest benefits for digitalizing the supply chain for retailers?
I think there's no way around it anymore, but the digitalization where it started for retailers mostly is in the demand side, right? Kind of planning better what do consumers actually want to buy and how often and what is it where. But now it has moved a lot further back upstream into the warehousing, into the sourcing of the actual goods, and also building resilience now around the supply chain to supply the goods given what we have just been through with the pandemic.
What are the processes that used to be manual and analog where you can reap the biggest benefits from digitalizing?
On the demand planning side, it has been quite static, right? So we kind of used to do 3 months forecast. We give it to our supplier who has been making, I don't know, the face cream or the shampoo we wanted to put on the shelves. And if then the demand changes, we have to manually go back and say, actually, I want to change my order. Can we get, I don't know, 100 pieces instead of 500? And actually, I want to deliver them to Belgium and no longer to the Netherlands or something like that. Now we can collect the data directly at the point of sales. We can send them automatically back to the supplier and they will make the change. But also in the warehousing space and the reordering all the way upstream, what we just talked about, we have also started to employ digitalization a lot more, meaning we automate the supply chain in the warehouse. We employ robots, we kind of employ sensors. That saves us a lot of cost because that's at the moment what pinches most retailers the most.
How can a logistics service provider help with all this?
Yeah, I think a lot of retailers have started to employ their own expertise to make sense of all the data they have collected and all the outsourced services they have parceled out to individual providers. They take up a lot of headspace and a lot of people and expertise. And instead of focusing on what they do best, selling to consumers, they actually now have a huge back room of people who actually manage their supply chain. And if they would bring in a logistics service provider, they can take over some of that work.